Welcome back to Knowledge Panel. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the moon, you're in for a treat. Today we're diving into the top 10 mind-blowing facts about lunar eclipses that you probably didn't know. You might be thinking, Neil, eclipses? Isn't that a bit predictable? And to that I say, friends, the universe is full of surprises. We're talking about celestial mechanics on a grand scale, folks, and trust me, it's anything but boring, so sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's explore the incredible wonders of the lunar eclipse. Did you know a lunar eclipse can only occur during a full moon? This is because the moon must be directly opposite the sun, with Earth in between. But don't be fooled by a regular full moon. A lunar eclipse happens only when all three align perfectly. For a lunar eclipse to happen, the Earth has to move directly between the sun and the moon. Picture it. The sun's light is shining on one side of our planet, and the Earth is casting this enormous cone-shaped shadow out into space. Now imagine the moon moving into that shadow. That's a lunar eclipse. The moon's orbit around the Earth is tilted, so it doesn't always line up perfectly with the sun and Earth. Most of the time, when we have a full moon, the moon passes above or below the Earth's shadow and we don't get an eclipse. It takes a very specific alignment of these celestial bodies for this cosmic phenomenon to occur. There are three main types of lunar eclipses: total, partial, and penumbral. In a total eclipse, the Earth completely blocks the sun's light, casting a shadow on the moon. A partial eclipse only covers part of the moon. Meanwhile, in a penumbral eclipse, the moon passes through Earth's outer shadow, creating a subtle shading effect. It's so faint you might not even notice it without a telescope. A total lunar eclipse is the real showstopper. The moon travels completely into the Earth's umbra, the darkest part of the Earth's shadow. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon can turn a deep red or orange color. A partial lunar eclipse is like a celestial tease. Only a portion of the moon enters the Earth's umbra. And then there's the penumbral lunar eclipse, the wallflower of the eclipse world. The moon passes through the penumbra, the fainter outer part of the Earth's shadow. So, there you have it. Three types of lunar eclipses, each with its own unique characteristics. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon often turns red, which we call the blood moon. This happens because of a process called Rayleigh scattering, where Earth's atmosphere filters out blue light and allows red light to pass through. Even during a total lunar eclipse, some sunlight still reaches the moon. It passes through the Earth's atmosphere first, which acts like a giant filter. The blue and green wavelengths are scattered, making the sky look blue during the day. The longer wavelengths like red and orange pass right through. The remaining red and orange light is then bent or refracted around the Earth and onto the moon's surface. The result? A stunning, eerie red glow that has captivated skywatchers for centuries. Unlike solar eclipses, which only last a few minutes, lunar eclipses can stretch on for hours. The total phase alone can last up to 100 minutes. A total lunar eclipse can take its sweet time, with the entire event lasting for several hours. The Earth's shadow is enormous. It takes a while for the moon to completely move into and out of that shadow. So grab your blankets, some snacks, and your fellow astronomy enthusiasts, because a lunar eclipse is not something you want to rush. It's a chance to slow down, appreciate the vastness of the cosmos, and witness a celestial event that has been unfolding for billions of years. In ancient cultures, a lunar eclipse was often seen as an ominous sign. Some believed it meant the gods were angry, while others saw it as a warning of upcoming disasters. For example, the Inca people thought a jaguar was eating the moon, and they would make loud noises to scare it away. Imagine a time before electricity, before the internet, before we understood the science behind the cosmos. The night sky was a source of both wonder and fear, filled with stories and myths passed down through generations. Suddenly the moon begins to disappear. A shadow creeps across its surface, turning it a deep red. For many ancient cultures, a lunar eclipse was a terrifying event. They didn't understand the science behind it, so they attributed it to supernatural forces. From the ancient Babylonians to the Vikings, people around the world developed myths and legends to explain lunar eclipses. Here's a cool one. Unlike solar eclipses, you don't need special glasses to watch a lunar eclipse. Since it's just reflected sunlight, the moon is safe to look at during the eclipse. During a lunar eclipse, you're not looking directly at the sun. You're looking at the moon, which is reflecting the sun's light that's been filtered through the Earth's atmosphere. So, grab your binoculars, your telescope, or just a comfy blanket, find a spot with a clear view of the sky, and prepare to be amazed by this cosmic spectacle. On average, there are about 2 lunar eclipses each year, but not every eclipse is a total eclipse. In some years you might even see up to 5 eclipses, while in others, there could be none. It all depends on how the Earth, Moon, and Sun align. However, they're not always visible from every location on Earth. Depending on where you are on the planet, you might be in the perfect spot to see one lunar eclipse, while someone on the other side of the globe might miss out entirely. The moon illusion. Ever notice the moon looking larger during a lunar eclipse? This is actually an optical illusion called the moon illusion. Our brains perceive the moon as larger when it's closer to the horizon. Have you ever noticed that the moon appears much larger when it's near the horizon, especially during a lunar eclipse, than it does when it's high up in the sky? Scientists and psychologists have been debating the cause of the moon illusion for centuries. When the moon is near the horizon, our brains have reference points, trees, buildings, mountains, that make the moon appear larger in comparison. Super blood moon eclipse, the ultimate celestial event. One of the rarest lunar events is the super blood moon eclipse, where a total eclipse coincides with a supermoon. During a supermoon, the moon is closer to Earth, making it look brighter and larger. Now, if you want to talk about a truly rare and awe-inspiring celestial event, let's talk about the super blood moon eclipse. It's a combination of 3 lunar phenomena happening all at once: a total lunar eclipse, a supermoon, and of course, the eerie red glow of the blood moon. A supermoon occurs when the moon is at its closest point to Earth in its orbit, making it appear slightly larger and brighter than usual. The combination of the moon's close proximity to Earth and the reddish hue of the blood moon creates an illusion of immense size and brilliance. Eclipses, unlocking the secrets of the cosmos. Lunar eclipses have helped scientists understand Earth's shadow and shape. Ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle observed that Earth's shadow during a lunar eclipse is round, which was an early hint that the Earth itself is round. By studying lunar eclipses, scientists have been able to accurately measure the Earth's circumference, calculate the moon's distance from Earth, and even study the composition of the Earth's atmosphere. It just goes to show that the universe is full of surprises and there's always more to learn and discover. Outro, keep looking up, and there you have it. 10 mind-blowing facts about lunar eclipses. Next time you watch one, you'll have an even deeper appreciation of this cosmic wonder. Remember folks, the universe is a vast and mysterious place, full of wonder and awe-inspiring events, and a lunar eclipse? That's just a taste of the cosmic magic that's out there. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more celestial facts, and share your favorite eclipse memory in the comments below. Thanks for watching and keep looking up.